Hi, so today I'm making pesto from the basil in my garden. Now, I had never made it before, so I'm just using ingredients I have in my house. And I had picked quite a bit of basil, so I'm just going to add it in here to my chopper mixer. And I'm using the Ninja. And this is going to be my first time using this too. So this is a great first time day. So it calls for basil and pine nuts, but I didn't have pine nuts, so I'm going to go ahead and just add in nuts I already had, which is pecans, and I love pecans, so I'm just going to use a bit of these. These are half-cup containers. It calls for Parmesan or Romano or salty Italian hard cheese. I had mozzarella, so let's just add some mozzarella in here. I'm not going to go too much. Like I said, these are half cups, so you notice I'm not putting the whole cups in, half the cups in. And it calls for some salt, so I have like a teaspoon of salt I'm going to put in. And pepper, I'm going to add a teaspoon of black pepper. Now, I use quite a bit of coarse ground. I don't use the finely ground, which I call powder pepper. I don't use that. Okay, and the key ingredient here is olive oil. Now, this is a half a cup of olive oil. So I'm only going to probably just put just a tad bit in now, just to get things started when I turn it on. And I will have a lemon, and I'm just guesstimating the lemon, so here's a whole lemon. I'm just going to squeeze juices from half of the lemon. I do have a juicer, so let's just do this right. Let's just squeeze that half a lemon in. See how much more juice you get. If you think you're getting juice when you squeeze it by hand, you're really not. You really need your lemon juicer. So let's get started. Let's see what we could do. Now, I never used this Ninja before, so I'm not quite sure how I'm supposed to line it up. I believe I have to line the arrows up to here. Let it click, snap, and I turned it this way so I can have the pour spout here facing me instead of trying to reach behind it. Then I'm going to turn it on, and I'm not sure how this is supposed to blend, but I'm going to put it on a low heat. The consistency looks really good. Now have it taste. This is good fresh pesto. So yes, I'm getting all the flavors in, including the mildness of the nuts and the cheese. The salt was just enough. It has like a slight bite on it. And what I'm going to do now is just take it out. I have a jar here, and I'm going to